Hello and welcome back to Factorio. But now that we have green circuits and the basic stuff going, we can start to develop this area here. Now, as you see, we've already got automation here for the production of assembly machines, and that's coming along nicely. I need to automate all the other, the making of all the other stuff that I'm going to regularly need in order to build the rest of the factory. So we're going to build here a form of what's known as a mall. Essentially, it's a place where we can come shopping and grab all the stuff we need. Now, there are blueprints available online of wonderfully designed malls, plonk down, connected up to the resources, and you're good to go. But where's the fun in that? You don't want to see me just use someone else's designs. You want to see me stumble through trying to do it on my own. So let's take a look at this first thing. I think the first thing we want to automate is making of these things. So, transport belts are gear wheels and plates. This one uses transport belts and even more iron plates, and this one uses more transport belts, electronic circuits, and iron plate. And there's going to be faster versions of this that are going to come later. There's going to be red ones, which are a bit faster, and blue ones, which are a lot faster. And to make, say, a red belt, you need a yellow belt. And to make a red underground, you need a yellow underground, etc., etc. So we're going to sort of leave room for the rest of these to go in. We're going to need not that many gear wheels right now, but we're going to need a shed load of gear wheels once we get to the later stages, so we want to make sure we leave room for that. So we want to leave room for a couple of rows of ingredients. So if we put other buildings here that need iron or green circuits, and even a third or fourth ingredients along there, then we can have a row of machines along here building stuff in the same way this one is. But for these circuits, I think for the belts, because as I said, we're going to end up making like 9 things here. I want to leave like a bit of room, so do a gap of 2. Belt down. How do we want to do this? Because transport belts are used in both of those, I want the manufacture of transport belts to be in the middle. We'll have like a box between that will take transport belts and then transfer them to there. And the reason why we're using a box is because that way there's going to be room to run belts in between as well. This is based on designs I've seen other people doing for this. Don't remember it exactly. There's going to be some difference. Okay, so we're going to be making yellow belts. Could make them, which just requires iron. That which also requires electric circuits. But you're going to need a load of gears now and in the future. Okay, let's move this along. Like that. Think about having some gear makers. Iron's going to come along there. You need iron. And you need iron. You need 5 electronic circuits, which is quite a lot. Again, speed isn't necessarily, we want a reasonable level of production. You know, we don't want to be hanging around all the time. But it doesn't have to be 100% perfect production. I want the gears to run along. I think if we put iron on the outside side, do we need that to line up? I say not. Let's break lining up symmetry now so don't worry about it too much later. could have gear makers here as well, outputting to the left and the right, but then I don't know how they get the iron. Well, these things all need iron, don't they? If I move this one out that way, could have belts along here from either side. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna work relatively well. We do need to make some more of this stuff at the moment. Make some splitters, them. Grab some materials. The iron. Yeah, I think this is going to work well. So we're going to have 9 iron gear makers here. Tell you what it is you're making. You're making gear makers. Shift right-hand click, then left-hand click, paste down. Drink some tea. Waiting for some belts to appear. Plenty of these. Is 2 stacks too many? I'm gonna reduce this to just the 1 stack. I think if I grab 50 construction machines at a time, I'm gonna be happy. That's gonna limit the amount of resources which get drawn from the rest of the system. No more are going in here, so this thing's gonna build up 2 or 3, and then it's gonna... Gonna need fast inserters for a lot of this. Yellows. Making the fast inserters first because yellow inserts are part of its ingredient. If I do it the other way round, then I'll just lose all the yellows I just made. We're gonna feed iron in, top and bottom. That iron's gonna turn a corner past these. Path I'm trying to make. Oh yeah, this is the actual path because it's actually part of the bus. Like that because there's going to be copper running up there. Which means I've already messed this up, haven't I? You down, over. Do that there too. Okay, because I want to keep this path clear. In. There. Or just making sure we leave the room we need. Gap of 3 in between, isn't it? 2, 3. Are we at the iron yet? Making these things. 2, 3, 1. See why we're starting by automating the manufacture of this stuff. Okay, so I want iron coming in here. Up. Right. Split. No, no. Wrong key. R to rotate. Right. Splitter there. here. This across there. Actually, I'm going to cut that off because I don't want to flow too much in, just in case I've made a mistake. Can to there. Again, we won't hook that up quite yet. Okay, so you guys need iron plates. So you're going to put a... I think this one in the middle can easily get it. Everything needs to sort of be moved back, I think. On a splitter there and there. Belt's going to be there. I think it needs to like move 2 this way. Which is why I didn't want this stuff there. Because now when I pick all this up, I'm going to get a load of iron plates in my inventory. Okay, so that's where there's going to be a belt running. Then there's going to... I want that. So the iron gears we're making are going to run this way. Strictly necessary, but I will move that just for the sake of mirroring, even though I said earlier that I was going to deliberately break mirroring. Needs consistency. Want fast inserters. 2 iron plates, half a second, so single blue inserter should be fast enough. How many of these things do you make? 1 iron gear wheel, but again it's in half a second. Yeah, so we do need blues all the way, unfortunately. There, and grab iron. Grab iron equally from both of these. Yeah, it's an extra, no reason, but... Okay. That's going to bring us gears running along here. You do not need gears. Do need gear wheels. Do not need gear wheels. That's okay. Iron plate and gear wheel. Grab gear wheels from the belt that's going to be there. Plates from that. More underground. Right, let's grab some more iron stuff. Good once this stuff is automated. Oh, need room to duck underneath. Do it there. Can duck underneath again and continue on the other side. Need room for that. But for the sake of my sanity, have that coming out already. You need green circuits as well as iron plates. Again, what's your speed? 1 second crafting time, but you do need 4 transport belts in that time. Yeah, so we're going to output transport belts in both of these directions. fast inserters. This is going to use up a lot of electricity, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. Go in there. We're also going to output 3 of these into their own box, because as I said, these are going to be the boxes that I grab from, as opposed to these in-between boxes. These ones we're going to limit to just a single stack, like a little bit of inventory there. And we're going to grab from these boxes here. So we want 2 stacks of splitters. Start with 4 stacks of belts. We might increase that later. 2 stacks of undergrounds. This thing wanted green circuits. Bring another belt of in. Half. Oh, cannot build on water. Okay. Can I make landfill yet? No, it seems not. There's something which you can get later which lets me sort of cover up stuff like that. But now I'll just offset this one ever so slightly. And where do my green circuits come up? Green circuits are coming here. Actually coming in on that level. Ideally the splitter would be here, but obviously that can't happen. Go there instead. Squiggle around. One advantage of leaving 3 between these things, rather than the most people use 2, but 3 means I can do stuff like that a little neater. Okay. Green circuits will run in here. I think I will just use a long-handled inserter. Work out where's it actually going to grab from. Okay, so the short line, that side of the belt, so you're there, you should grab green circuits from here. Okay, let's power this up, shall we? That works well. There. I like the way when they gain power, they also like out. The little hands pop out, ready to grab. You actually match the pattern I did for the others. Efficient pole placement. Those are all powered. Here powers a lot of stuff there. That's nice. Okay, hang on. You need gears, iron. How much iron? 10. Yeah, so we'll definitely put a blue here. Pretty certain you need iron as well. 5 iron, 4 electronic circuits, 4 belts. Okay. Power. There. Right here. One more thing is blinking. Oh, there's a couple of things over there as well. I'll pole there. Okay, so we've already got some gears going in. Let's hook up the rest of this. I think I've got everything right. So iron goes that way. That way. Circuits, and I run out. Is this the last time I will have to manually manufacture these things? Okay, so as you can see, the transport belts being made by this are sort of being shared by these 3 boxes. You know? And they seem to take turns. Like that one, then that one, then that one. So it is spreading them out. This is accumulating the ones that I can grab for myself. Here we have the splitters are accumulating, and those. Okay. And as I said, for red belts we need to input more gears, possibly more iron and green circuits. But definitely we need to input yellow belts. So later on, what we'll do is we'll take out of this box and put it into the red belt maker. So that's a good start. Now we need to do the inserters, because those are the things you're always running out of. You're always running out of belts and inserters. But this isn't a perfect setup because we're not balancing our gears properly. Because these central gear makers are splitting their attention to the left and the right. Really and truly, this should be like wide enough that there's like another 6 in the middle, but I think this will do. Okay, so how do we make inserters? Look at that. It takes iron plates, gear wheels, and electronic circuits, so that's good. So we can maybe put this. If we leave room for the red and the blue belts, then we can put this further on that way, and it can use the same gear supply. Red long-handled inserters uses yellow inserters as part of its manufacturing and gears and iron plates. And the blue fast inserters also uses yellow, electronic circuits and iron plates. It's a very similar setup to the way the belts work. And filter inserters. Now, so filter inserters are as fast as a fast inserter, but you can tell it what to pick up. That can be useful if you're trying to fill a chest. You know, like if for some reason I wanted to fill a chest off this belt and I only wanted it to have green circuits, you'd use the filter. Okay. Let's plan out the space we need. So that's going to be the red manufacturing. Then there's going to be a box. Then there's going to be blue manufacturing. And a box. Do I need to leave room to like... Because the red and the blues might need to grab more iron, so I might need to leave room for the blues to turn in the way this one is. I mean, for the iron to turn in the way that one has. Let's see how... So, okay, if iron needs to turn in again, it can run this way past the box, can't it? See? What if we used a long-handled inserter? Transfer over to the next stage. That would give us like a little extra room. I just want to future-proof this. I'm probably overthinking it a bit. But if, say, that was there, then into the machine. Look, the little white thing lets me know that that's correct. And then there would just be a normal blue out to that. Go with another long handle inserter. The box. Right, so if that's the space we need for the rest of our belt manufacture, and I think the long handle inserters just give us a little extra playing room.